Hello everyone, and welcome to part 4 of What If Seaspray Survived. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So now we get to the episode Triage. Optimus and Soundwave fight for the Resonance Blaster. So this is how it would go. Optimus Prime is driving over the hills, and that is when Soundwave comes in shooting at him. And then Optimus transforms, jumps up, grabbing the Soundwave, kinda like how Optimus grabbed on the Megatron in the Mission City battle when they first encountered each other. So Soundwave is flying with Optimus holding on to him, and that is when Soundwave goes speeding into a hill, just hitting Optimus in the ledge, and Optimus goes down. Soundwave transforms, but Optimus gets up and runs at him. Without realizing, they both happen to start fighting right where the Resonance Blaster is, because in canon we saw Soundwave take it out of that little ledge there. So yeah, Optimus runs at Soundwave. Soundwave uses his tentacles to try to knock back Optimus, but Optimus uses his sword to kind of slice at the tentacles but not chop them off directly. And that is when Soundwave ejects Laserbeak. Laserbeak starts distracting Optimus, and Soundwave takes this opportunity to drill down and pick up the Resonance Blaster. Soundwave picks up the Resonance Blaster, and Optimus jumps up, grabs Laserbeak, throws him at Soundwave, knocking the Resonance Blaster off his hand, and Optimus runs at Soundwave and knocks him off that ledge, and picks up the Resonance Blaster as he looks at Soundwave's wounded body. And with that, the Resonance Blaster goes to the Autobots. So we get to the episode Toxicity, and this is how this one plays out. Bulkhead and Wheeljack run through the volcano roads, heading towards the relic location. They soon enough reach, and they open it, and realize that it is Tox-N. Both Wheeljack and Bulkhead are like, "What? Toxin? It can't be." They then hear footsteps behind them, and a voice speaks. "Hand over that relic. It rightfully belongs to Lord Megatron." Wheeljack then blocks Bulkhead. "Go and get rid of that Toxin. I'll handle Hard Shell." And we can say there are two other Insecticons there, just not the whole hive. Bulkhead then runs to the volcano. Wheeljack then runs to Hardshell. Hardshell grabs Wheeljack and tosses him aside. Wheeljack gets up, transforms, and rams at Hardshell, knocking him down. Hardshell gets up. "Ah, Areka! You will join your brothers in the Allspark." Wheeljack gets enraged, and this fight lasts a while. That is until Wheeljack looks down at his last remaining grenade, mind you. This is his last one. The jackhammer was destroyed. And he runs at Hardshell, opening his mouth and chugging the grenade down his throat. And soon enough, the grenade explodes, with Hardshell meeting his end. Wheeljack then heads to meet up with Bulkhead to help him out. We see Bulkhead finishing off an Insecticon with the Toxin. The other Insecticon is about to tackle Bulkhead and finish him once and for all. But Wheeljack knocks the Insecticon down and slices his head off. What of Hardshell? We don't gotta worry about him anymore, Bulk. And with that, Bulkhead throws the remaining Toxin into the volcano. Bulkhead and Wheeljack now return to base. They return to base with B, RC, and Optimus also have returned with successful missions. B and RC with the Phase Shifter, and Optimus with the Resonance Blaster, and the Toxin successfully disposed of. The ground bridge opens up, with Seaspray walking through. "Mission successful, Optimus," and hands him the Apex armor. "Well done, Seaspray." And then all their attention turns to the Arachnid clone. All the Autobots are shocked, but RC and Bumblebee show the most rage. The one whom killed Tailgate is there. Seaspray then says, "Wait, it's not her. It's a clone. I promise you. And she helped me. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have gotten the Apex armor. And she saved my life twice already. Please, everyone, let her prove herself. Give her a chance. Optimus is the first to step up to the Arachnid clone. If your intentions are true, I am more than willing to give you a chance at redemption. I believe every sentient being has potential for change, but many will not trust you yet. But you must earn their trust by doing the right thing, as Seaspray surmised. I'll do whatever is necessary to prove myself, Optimus. The team is sort of divided on trusting the Arachnid clone. Meanwhile, Megatron is enraged at his Decepticons for failing all their missions and allowing the Autobots to claim these relics, while they have none. Dreadwing then says, "My lord, I would have claimed the armor if it weren't for that Arachnid clone webbing me up and joining Seaspray. Grrr! And Hardshell has not yet reported in, meaning the Decepticons continue to dwindle as the Autobots continue to increase." That is when Soundwave steps up and shows that he's picked up something. A Decepticon escape pod entering Earth's atmosphere. Megatron then says, "Well then, knockout, breakdown, and show that this Decepticon is escorted here immediately." Breakdown and Knockout agree. Meanwhile, Wheeljack has just picked up the same signal. Optimus takes Bumblebee, Bulkhead, Seaspray, and the Arachnid clone. RC refuses to go because she does not want to be around anything associated with Arachnid. So the Autobots arrive to see Knockout and Breakdown looking through the rubble, and there's no one found. Knockout and Breakdown immediately spot the Autobots and start opening fire, and the Insecticon squadron they're with start attacking. That is when a new Autobot by the name of Smokescreen comes in and shooting Knockout and Breakdown, but they just retreat, knowing that they've lost this battle. As for that small Insecticon squadron, well, they end up getting killed by the explosion like in canon. So the Autobots return to base, and everybody crowds around their new recruit. Smokescreen introduces himself, just like in canon, the same thing. But one thing changes in this timeline. Since RC has an Arachnid clone joining their side, she's not too rough on Smokescreen when he first arrives. And Optimus actually decides to place him with a mentor. And that mentor is none other than Seaspray. What? Why me, Optimus? Well, Seaspray, since the clone has changed, thanks to you, I thought you would be best at training our new recruit as well. Soon enough, Wheeljack picks up something. Red Energon. Optimus, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and RC groundbridge in for the Red Energon, since Seaspray is away training the Arachnid clone in Smokescreen. Bulkhead and Bumblebee end up getting webbed out of nowhere. Optimus and RC look to see Arachnid. That Red Energon is mine. RC runs at Arachnid and is webbed up too. Optimus runs at Arachnid as well. Arachnid tries to web him, but he misses like the first few web shots, but then one big one manages to get him stuck to a wall. Arachnid then says, "As soon as I claim this Red Energon, I'll be right to your terminations." Soon enough, a ground bridge opens with Seaspray, the Arachnid clone, and Smokescreen, and Seaspray says, "Now." Smokescreen runs at Arachnid. Arachnid tries to stab him, but Smokescreen activated the phase shifter just in time. Primus, I love this thing so much. Seaspray then uses his turbines to push Arachnid back, pinning her to the ground. That is when the Arachnid clone walks up to the wounded Arachnid. Arachnid then says, "You are not worthy to be me." The Arachnid clone then says, "I know I'm not you. I'm my own bot." The Arachnid clone then shoots, killing the actual Arachnid. Soon enough, all the Autobots return to base, and Optimus Prime officially welcomes both Smokescreen and the Arachnid clone to the Autobot ranks. And that's where I'm going to leave it off here, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed part 4, and I'll see you guys in part 5.